Hi there, it's Ashley here for Not Too Shabby, and today I have my design team project to share with you. I will put all the products in the description box, and if you head over to make a purchase, you can use the coupon code CraftyGirl to save 10% on your order. So for today's project, I'm making a cute little card, and I still had this really sweet Valentine stamp that I wanted to use, but I wanted to create a card that I could use for another occasion. So I thought this was so cute. You've got the little teddy bear and the little girl playing tic-tac-toe together, and it says sending you X's and O's, and I thought this would be a really cute thinking of you card or a really cute feel better or get well card because it's kind of generic and it's just super cutesy. So let's get started and I'll share with you the products I used to make it. I used the Your Next Stamp Black Olive ink. This is the Your Next Stamp Cherry Blossom. It's a really pretty like light pink color. And then I also had this one in my stash, which is the Sea Breeze, and it's a nice light minty color and it looks so cute with the X's and O's. I used the MFT Bundles of Blossoms paper pad, and this just has some really pretty floral colors and bright, and I used that light pink there. I think it looks so cute. This is the X's and O's stamp set, so that's where I got the X's and O's grid from, and then you also get the X and O, and then I use that sentiment that says, sending you X's and O's. And I thought it would be so cute to use these little critters from this wintertime stamp set. And I just took the little girl and the little teddy bear and I had them playing along like holding the little X and O's. And I think it's such a cute way to use this little X's and O's stamp set because you could bring in any type of critters that you want to be playing with these little X's and O's. It could make a cute Christmas card or Easter card or that kind of thing. Then I also used the Avery L. Wonky Stitches die. I used the large and the middle one, and then I used the banner from that set as well. So let's get started. I'm going to take this cute floral paper and then I'm going to take the largest from the Wonky Stitches die and run that through my Sizzix die cutting machine. And it looks so pretty with the stitching there. And then I'm going to use the next sized one on some white cardstock. And it layers up so pretty with the pink. And then I'm just going to cut out a little banner so that I can have that for my sentiment. So I've got my stamp sets out and I'm going to start by just stamping out the little grid for the tic-tac-toe. I'm going to use the Your Next Stamp Black Olive ink. It's my absolute favorite ink for getting a really nice dark impression, and look how good it does the first time I stamp it. Like, I'm just obsessed with this ink. If you haven't got this ink, you definitely need to. It's my ultimate favorite black ink. It's just so dark. And now I'm going to stamp out the little critters. I was going to stamp them out onto that sheet, but I think it'd be better if they layered so that I don't have to try to like smush them on there. So I'm going to do the little teddy bear and then also the little girl. And I was just trying to decide which one to do. There was 3 little cuties on there. I'm loving these new CC design sets. They're so cute. There's a Valentine one that came out, and there was just recently released an Easter one, which is on its way to me, and I can't wait to play with that one. So I'm just going to take these Sea Breeze and Cherry Blossom inks and stamp out the little tic-tac-toe bits. And I think it looks so cute with this light pink. It matched really nicely with that pink paper. And then I stamped one on the other paper as well so that I can cut it out and have the little critters holding it. So then with the Sea Breeze, which is this really pretty minty color, I'm using the X one to add in a few little bits to the game there. And then I take the sentiment that says sending you X's and O's, and I just try to put it into a little bit of a wave so that I'm able to stamp it on there. So I just kind of position it. Don't ever be afraid to just position your stamps. They move around, and so you don't always have to do like a straight sentiment. You can make it wavy or that kind of thing. So I get that part on the banner, and now I'm going to do the coloring. So to begin with, I'm doing the Copic coloring on the face with E13. I'm just doing the skin. Then I go in with E11. And I'm using the Recollections, I believe it's the 86-pound paper. I just like this paper because you don't need to get a ton of blending to get a nice image, and it doesn't use a lot of your Copic marker ink, which I really like. I find with the 120-pound papers, you really have to use a lot of your ink, and so I just prefer to use the 86-pound, and sometimes I use the 120-pound. It just depends the size of the image and that type of thing. So I did E00 for the skin, and then for the hair I used E53 for a whole base, and then using E55 I'm going in with some flicking motion, and then I'm going in now with E57. Each time when you go in for the hair, do a little bit less of the color because you want the previous color that you just did to still show. You want the highlights to show. So each time you add a darker color, do less of it so that you still can see the color you did before it, if that makes sense. And now I'm using E59 for the last bit of color, and I'm just doing a tiny bit with that color. And it really just gives it a nice effect for the hair. Then I'm going to use R83 and R81 for the little scarf there. And then I'm doing that same color combo for her shirt. and also for her little boots. And then I'm going to use BG13 for the scarf and her pants, and then blending it with BG10. I thought it'd be cute to use the same pink and minty blue colors as I used on the tic-tac-toe. So then for the teddy bear, I'm using E59 for the darkest color, and just adding it to where I want the darkest shading, and then I'm going to blend that out with E57. And this is my favorite brown combo for a teddy bear or any type of critter that you want to do in a dark brown color. And then I'm going to go in with E55 and really give that a good blend, and it will just really have a nice smooth transition from the dark to a little bit of light shading there. And it just looks so cute. So then I'm going to take some R20 just for the cheeks there, and I also added some R20 on the little girl's cheeks. I took my black jelly pen for the eyes and nose, and then I added 3 little dots with the white jelly pen. And Jamie did actually just get in more white and black jelly pens, so if you've been waiting for those, they are now back in stock, and I'll have them linked below for you. Definitely grab them right away because they always go really fast, but I'm just obsessed with the black and white jelly pen. They're so awesome for adding details on your images. So now I'm just using my sewing scissors and I'm just trimming out the stamps here. There is coordinating dies you can purchase separate for these, and I'll link that below as well in case you don't like fussy cutting and you want to see where the coordinating dies are in the shop. I'll link them. But I'm just using my sewing scissors. They weren't too tricky to cut out, and they're just such sweet little images. And so I've got the little tic-tac-toes in their hands. So I took an A2 sized card base, and I just took this white piece of cardstock to put on top of it there, and I just messed up a little bit, so I had to re-put it down. And then I took the floral piece to put on top of it there, and then I'm adding on the little white bit. And then I can add on my little people and my little teddy bear and girl, and then also the little banner. And this was just such a cute little card to make. I just think it'd be so sweet to give to someone who, just to let them know you're thinking of them, or it could even be like an I love you card, and of course a Valentine's card if you wanted it to be. I just took some Pop Dot foam pieces so that I could adhere down these and have a little bit of dimension on them. So I'm just adding those to the back of the banner, the teddy bear, the XO, and the little girl. And just putting that on there. And now I'm going to take some sequins that I had in my stash. These ones are really cute, like iridescent-y, like clear, but they have almost like a pink tinge to them. I just got them at the Dollar Tree. So I'm just adhering those on, and I think that just really adds a little something there to fill in that space and just gives it a little bit of glitter as well. So that was my project for this week. I hope that you enjoyed. I would love if you left a comment, and I would love if you subscribed if you haven't, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye now.